All right, everybody, welcome to today's video. I hope you're having a fantastic day out there today. You know, recently I've been reading a lot online on various forums and pages about Monterey Car Week and whether or not it's pricing out the average car person from being able to attend and have a good time during Monterey Car Week. And so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to go ahead and discuss my thoughts on that subject here and share them with all of you. So of course, the short version is no, I don't think Monterey Car Week is pricing out the average person. By and large, most events are still incredibly cheap to attend or even free to attend. I mean, if you watched my video recently on attending Monterey Car Week on a budget, which I will include a link in the description below to, you know that most of the events are little or no cost to attend, and so you can have a great time attending Monterey Car Week without breaking the bank or taking out a second mortgage on your house. Now, that being said, yes, there are events that are crazy expensive. I mean, if you go to McCall's on Wednesday, it can cost you $600 a person. If you go to Quail on Friday, if you get selected in the lottery, it can cost you $1,000 or more to attend. And Concorso on Saturday is $140 to $200 a person to attend, depending on what time of the year you go ahead and actually purchase your tickets. And Pebble Beach Concourse on Sunday is approaching $500 a person to attend. So those four events are really expensive to attend, and that definitely those are some of the best events during Car Week, in my opinion. I mean, that's why I tend to go to those. But it's a small subset of all of what's going on during Monterey Car Week. And then besides just the events, just driving around and going places like Ocean Avenue, Cannery Row, places like that, you're gonna see cars driving around all day anyways. And then on top of that, a lot of the manufacturers are having test drives, like Mercedes and Lexus. You just show up, sign up, and go for test drives. Some of the other brands like Porsche, you need to go ahead and sign up in advance through the dealership. Same thing with like McLaren, Lamborghini, Ferrari. Oftentimes with those, you have to be a current customer, and it's giving you an opportunity to drive the latest and greatest. But still, there are plenty of things to do for people on a budget to go and have a great time and really enjoy Monterey Car Week. Now, that being said, with the event prices going up, like Pebble Beach, I mean, I remember when I first started going to Pebble Beach a decade ago, tickets were like $100, $150 a person, and now they're approaching like $500 a person. The Quail, when I started going, was I think like $500 or $600 a person. Now it's $1,000 a person. So prices are definitely going up, but that's gonna happen over time anyways. Now with the Quail, I can totally understand why the prices are so high to attend. And the event is so highly sought after to attend, and it's such an all-inclusive event, and the quality of the event definitely justifies the price, in my mind at least. But that being said, is it a bad thing that they have events that are that exclusive or that expensive to attend during Monterey Car Week? I mean, after all, it is one of the most prestigious automotive weeks on the planet during the entire year. And having these events with these cars, where cars can cost like 250 GTOs, $75, $100 million, why shouldn't they have exclusive parties and events that cost hundreds or $1,000 or more to attend? I mean, they have these cars, these are owned by millionaires and billionaires. Why shouldn't they have events that cost higher dollar amounts to attend and that price out people who can't afford these cars? I mean, there's a lot of stuff throughout the world where you see, yeah, prices are going up and things are getting expensive. I mean, not everybody can afford a Ferrari or a Pagani. So why shouldn't those owners have events that are exclusive to owners that have those types of cars and those types of means, especially during something as prestigious as Monterey Car Week? That's not to say it should be completely exclusive of normal folks. I definitely think it's great that they have the mix of events that are low cost or no cost and high cost. So that way, depending on what your budget is for the week, you can go ahead and plan accordingly. Now, one thing that I do have a bit of an issue with, but again, it comes down to supply and demand, so you just suck it up and deal with it, are the hotel costs. I mean, most of the hotels in that area on a normal week $50 to $100 a night. I mean, like I mentioned in my video on doing Car Week on a budget, this year I stayed at a Days Inn that's normally $50 or $60 a night. That week, $600 a night. I mean, it's tenfold the price of a normal week. I mean, Monterey hotels generally can be a little pricier just because it's a destination to go to, but to go ahead and jack your rates up tenfold just for that 1 week, it seems a little excessive, but at the same time, that 1 week can offset their off season and help keep them afloat. So I can't really fault them for that. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a capitalistic society and it does boil down to supply and demand. It definitely hurts my wallet a little bit, especially I just hate spending money on hotels in general because I literally am only there for one purpose, and that's just to sleep. And then of course, shower and change. But for the most part, I spend very little time in hotel rooms, so I have a very hard time spending a good chunk of the budget for my trips on hotels in general. So, but that being said, overall, I don't think Monterey Car Week is pricing out the average person. Sure, certain events are really expensive and exclusive, and I think they should be, and I think it's appropriate based off of the environment and the types of cars and people that are at these events. I mean, I remember the first time I went down to the Pebble Beach Concourse a decade ago, and I'm out there on the green looking out the bay, and I see all of these yachts out there, including a yacht with a helipad with a helicopter on it, and it really put into perspective the amount of money that is in the Monterey Peninsula during Monterey Car Week, and it definitely made me feel a little poor that week. But at the same time, I've had so much fun at Car Week, and sure, like going to the Quail, I'll spend more money on 2 tickets to the Quail than I probably spend on all other events for the entire year combined, and then some. But I'm happy to do so because it is once a year and it is such an amazing event that it's worth it to me to go ahead and spend that money and save to be able to budget for that event to attend, because it's such a great event and my wife has such a great time at it as well as I do. And so yes, there are, I'm sounding like a broken record at this point, but yes, there are events that are crazy expensive and crazy exclusive, but that's to be expected just because of the nature of Monterey Car Week and what's going on. Does that mean it's gonna price out the average Joe? No, I don't think so. As I said again in my other video on doing Car Week on a budget, most events are little or no cost to attend. If you wanna see the Pebble Beach cars, but you can't afford the $500 a person to go to Pebble Beach on Sunday, come down Thursday, go to the Tour d'Elegance Thursday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. and you see a lot of the cars for free. Now, granted, they're at the Equestrian Center on a road and not on the 18th fairway at Pebble Beach, and it's not all of the cars, but still, you get to see a lot of cars and you get to go ahead and watch them go about their tour when they leave at 9 a.m. So there are great ways to see the Monterey Car Week and experience it on the cheap. You can also go ahead and spend a fortune in attending. This year, we probably spent, without taking into consideration the free hotel, because I use the points, over about $4,000 on that entire week. That's a huge expense and probably more than what it's gonna cost me to go to Disney World, but at the same time, we had a blast and I absolutely loved it. And for me, it was worth every penny. And of course, it did take some time to save up to go ahead and get that disposable money together to go ahead and justify that expense. But at the same time, it was totally worth it from my perspective. Now, for a lot of other people, it may not be worth that much money to go ahead and attend some of those events, and that's totally fine. Go ahead and enjoy the other events that are a lot cheaper to attend or no cost to attend, and you can still have an absolute blast during Monterey Car Week without breaking the bank. So those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts on the way things are going with Monterey Car Week and the prices? Do you agree with me that it's perfectly fine to have some of these events costing hundreds or thousands of dollars to attend and still having a mix of free and low cost events? Or are you outraged at the way the prices have been going on these events and how much they're pricing out certain demographics of attendees? Overall, I'd really like to hear all of your thoughts. Go ahead and put those in the comment section below because I read all of your comments. And while you're here, I definitely invite you to peruse the rest of the channel. We've got a lot of amazing content on here. I think we've got over 300 videos at this point, including a lot of content from Monterey Car Week this year. Since we spent that entire week down there filming nonstop, there's a lot of amazing stuff for you to check out as well. So I invite you to go ahead and peruse that. And of course, I invite you to as well, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell as well. So that way YouTube will keep you updated with all of my future uploads. And as always, guys, I will see you the next video.